first I'm going to talk about the lunar eclipse because it's happening before. So on February the 10th, we have a lunar eclipse at 22 degrees of Leo. And Leo rules your 6th house. So a lunar eclipse is a jacked up, intense full moon. And what it's going to do, what it's going to bring is some kind of culmination of sorts, like something coming to fruition. It's about completion. It's about endings. Okay. And this is happening in your 6th house. And so this could be something related to a health-related matter for you. This may even have something to do with maybe something work-related as well. And on the same day, Mercury is making a harmonious aspect to Venus. So that tells me that whatever is happening, whatever is coming to fruition, is going to be harmonious because both Mercury and Venus are involved in a nice positive harmonious aspect as well. So see how that plays out for you in those 6th house related matters. Again, like I say, maybe health related, maybe even giving up some sort of habit, starting a new regime. It's about your habits, your daily your daily routines and your structured habits, that sort of thing. Okay, moving along, from February 9th to February 14th, the sun is still in the sign of Aquarius, and it will be making some beautiful harmonious aspects to some of the big players in the sky, which include Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus. And Aquarius rules your 12th house. So again, I keep getting some sort of maybe like, health-related or habit, something that is positive for you. Following that, the sun making the harmonious aspects, from February 16th to February 26th, Mercury will be making those same harmonious aspects. So again, your 12th house is illuminated by the sun being there and Mercury being there. It could even be, something that was hidden from you comes to light. And again, with it being sort of, 12th and 6th house related, it may have something to do with health related, but positive, something being communicated to you, or, you finally finding out, what you can do to move forward. Okay, moving on. Now we're going to talk about the solar eclipse that's happening in your sign at 8 degrees Pisces. And that's happening on February the 26th. So this is your personal, solar eclipse happening for you. And a solar eclipse, again, it is a jacked up, intense new moon. And new moons are about new beginnings, new opportunities, and, opening new doors. And this is all happening in your sign, in your 1st house. So this is going to be something quite, quite personal for you, something close to the heart, something even to do with your life path. And I see it, as being something, quite positive. Sometimes if we're not ready to make the change, the universe will, especially when it's in an eclipse, will kind of push us along the way. And then we realize that was what was best for us anyways. It's always easier to, be more, conscious and aware of what it is that the universe is trying to pull us, push us towards for, more, to benefit us the most. But the energy of the eclipses can, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's an instant It's not just like an instant, bam, lightning bolt. Because the energy of the eclipses can last up to about 3 months after the eclipse even happens. So sometimes you have to be a little bit patient to see the manifestation of the eclipses. Okay, next I'm going to talk about the planet Jupiter, which is still in the sign of Libra and still transiting in your 8th house. Jupiter will be going retrograde on February the 5th, and it's retrograding for about 5 months, but it starts on February the 5th. And wherever Jupiter is, it's wanting to bring us more expansion and wisdom and blessings and luck in whatever area of life it's transiting. And for you, it's the 8th house. So 8th house matters are, they can be about other people's money. So partners' money, could be bank money, insurance money, inheritance, money that you share with other people. But it's also the house of, intimacy, and it's a psychological house as well. So when Jupiter is going retrograde in that house, it asks you to internalize those things. So it may be asking you to even, sort of go on more of a deeper psychological soul level, like to gain the wisdom and knowledge that Jupiter is trying to provide for you in your life. Okay, then the sun will be leaving the sign of Aquarius and entering your sign, Pisces, on February the 18th. So then the sun will be out of your 12th house and into your first. So you see your first house is being activated and illuminated, not only by the solar eclipse, but then the sun entering Pisces as well. So then whatever you may have been working on, behind the scenes with, with the sun and Mercury in the 12th, once the sun enters into your first house, you then can, start to bring those things to light. You no longer have to, work behind the scenes so much. And then lastly, we're going to talk about Mars and Venus. So wherever Mars is the planet of our drive, of our energy, our determination, our willpower. Where do we want to, go forward? And both Mars and Venus are transiting in the sign of Aries, and that is in your 2nd house. So whenever Venus is close by to Mars, it adds, it adds the softness to Mars, because Mars can be really, it can be, drive, willpower, but it can be aggressive. It can be, argumentative as well. But with Venus not being too far away, it adds more diplomacy and softness and grace. So that area of your life, your 2nd house, will be quite activated too, with Mars and Venus there. Your 2nd house being your earned income. So it's the money that you earn from your job. You could be putting in more ideas or energy into earning money and your financial security, and that sort of thing.